Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all. So Jennifer Maia recently spoke about eyeing another title shot, but in order to get that title shot, she's ready to take on another gatekeeper. A gatekeeper she beat a long while back before they were in the UFC, Jessica Andrade. That's right. She wants to run it back with Jessica Andrade. She think that would be a good fight. This is what she actually said in her interview. I believe Jessica Andrade will be a good fight for me. I could also fight Lauren Murphy, but I believe it's going to take a while for her to fight again because of her medical suspension. And I actually haven't heard about Lauren Murphy's medical suspension. Let me know in the comment section, what is it? Is it like the 6 month one or 3 months? What it is? I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll look into that later. But this is what she also said. And since Jessica's coming off a win, and so am I believe it will be a good fight. People will like this fight. Yeah, just in case y'all didn't know, Jennifer Maia and Jessica Andrade, they met early in their careers on the Brazilian scene in the Brazilian region. What's it called? Samurai FC. Samurai FC back in 2012. And Maia, she came out the victor. She came out the victor in that one. And since then, both fighters, they taken different paths, fighting in 135 and fighting the top names in and out of the UFC. With Maia becoming an Invicta FC champion, joining the UFC in 2018 and climbing the ranks at flyweight. Jessica Andrade, as y'all know, she joined the UFC way back 2013, and she was fighting the majority of her career in the very beginning at 135. Then she moved down to 115, and she was destroying girls at strawweight. Then she moved up after she lost the belt and lost her road. She moved up to 125. Andrade, since then, she's been looking good, physically, as far as her strength and power and that athleticism. She carries it well at 125. She defeated Caitlin Kagan and Cynthia Calvillo by first round finishes, but she just couldn't handle Valentina Shevchenko. That's just another level. And Jennifer Maia, since she moved down to 125, she beat fighters like Roxanne Modafferi, JoJo Calderwood. She submitted in the first round to get her title shot. She beat Jessica Eye, Alexis Davis. She's been beating a lot of those flyweights as well. Both fighters, like I said, they've been defeated by Valentina Shevchenko, with Jennifer Maia pretty much putting up the better fight. I think we can all argue that. She lost her fight by unanimous decision, whereas Jessica Andrade, she was dominated in TKO. But as of right now, both fighters are coming off wins to hold down their spots. But Jennifer Maia, she knows that in order to get that shot, again, she has to go through one of the gatekeepers. So first off, I have to say, I like the fact that Jennifer Maia is dedicated. I like her dedication. She's one of those flyweights that I think still holds this division together. She still holds the top 10 together, let's put it that way, with her skill and her hunger. She's willing to take on another hard fight to prove that she's ready for a title shot. With her fighting hard in the title shot and losing, she wasn't afraid to go back and work. And now that she's winning, she wants to fight another gatekeeper first before she screams out for a title shot. She's coming off a win over Jessica Eye, and she knows that Andrade just beat Calvillo. So while everyone else is taken, she's got the perfect fight to line up with, for a title shot, if she can get by her. I agree with her that this fight would be totally different. Both fighters, they've improved, they've gotten stronger. In my opinion, I think Jennifer Maia, she's become more well-rounded, whereas Andrade, she's gotten more powerful and stronger at 125. Like, I think she's found her good stopping weight, aside from fighting Valentina Shevchenko. She does look good at the weight. So with these two facing off at 125, it would be a good action-packed fight. It would be a totally different fight than when they fought 9 years ago. I think they would measure, I think we can kind of measure on how they both did against Shevchenko, really, like, to a certain extent. I know styles make fights, but you got to remember, Jennifer Maia, she did go 5 rounds with Shevchenko, and Andrade only went 2. It shows the durability and the IQ and the strength of Jennifer Maia. Now, I know we're going to say Valentina Shevchenko, she came off of surgery, but at the same time, Jennifer Maia did show how tough she could be, how well she could take those shots from Valentina Shevchenko. I think Jennifer Maia has better boxing hands down than Jessica Andrade. I think she has good clinch control, and again, she's very, very strong as well. She's strong. She has the size that could give Andrade problems, and her BJJ is more technical than me. When she gets you to the ground, I think she's much more technical, whereas Andrade is more fast-paced and brutal. And I think those things are going to help Maia in a fight with Andrade. They definitely helped her survive a fight with Shevchenko. Whereas Andrade, when she lost her ability to land a big shot or score a big takedown, her big slam, when she wasn't able to slam Shevchenko or even land a big right hand, everything went out the door. Everything went out the door. Shevchenko just wrestled her down and just dominated her. So a matchup with these two would tell us where both fighters stand in that flyweight division. Where Maia stands right now. Is she still going to be the champ's toughest contender, or can Andrade prove something by beating a strong, tough flyweight? Caitlin Kagan, of course, she is one of those gatekeepers, but when it comes down to it, Jessica Andrade was a hell of a lot stronger. Cynthia Calvillo, come on, Andrade is levels above her, but I think Jennifer Maia brings more to the table than both of these fighters. Yeah, Caitlin Kagan has a win over Jennifer Maia, but again, styles make fights. I think Jennifer Maia has that well-roundedness, and she is that full-fledged flyweight that could give Jessica Andrade a tough fight. I think on the feet there's always a power factor for Andrade, but Jennifer Maia, in my opinion, she does have the better boxing. The ability to evade shots with her footwork, combinations, and even in the clinch, I think Maia could hold her own using her height, size, and smother Andrade. She probably would watch the fight with Shevchenko and Shevchenko and Andrade. She would definitely watch that fight and see what type of grappling technique Shevchenko uh, was able to use on Andrade. I could see Maya executing that on Jessica Andrade because she is just about that strong, in my opinion. I mean, probably she's probably tied with Andrade when it comes to strength. Maybe I would give Andrade just a little bit over, just maybe, but it's probably like neck and neck when it comes to Maya and Andrade, just because when you look at the frames and how they're built. I think Maya would have a much better advantage whenever they would actually clinch up. But Shevchenko, she's levels above both fighters when it comes to strength. But yeah, I think Maya could hold her own using her height, size, and smother Andrade. But those moments could be close. On the ground, though, I think Maya's much more technical. That's why I don't know why she didn't use her ground game against Jessica Ai in that fight, because her strength and her jiu-jitsu, it pretty much could have won her the fight. She probably could have blown Jessica Ai out, but she chose to box and stand with her and, made the fight closer than it should have been. But yeah, I think her strength and jiu-jitsu could give Andrade problems on the ground. So hopefully they make this fight. If Andrade doesn't move down to 115, if Andrade chooses to stay at 125 a little bit longer, then, they may let Jennifer Maia get another test like she wants. But final thoughts, I think that makes sense. Jennifer Maia said, look, I want to get a title shot. I've been watching Valentina Shevchenko. I've been putting in the work. I gave her toughest fight. She's confident that she could go in there and beat Valentina Shevchenko. And if there's anybody she's going to run it back with, let it be Jennifer Maia. You know what I mean? Because, again, I think that as much as we talk about these other fighters in the flyweight division in the top 10 not wanting to fight and just being old, Jennifer Maia, she's still a breath of fresh air. She's still a big test for everybody. She'll be a big test for the triple threat, no doubt. She's a big test for Alexa Grasso. So Jennifer Maia, she's maybe just one level below the gatekeepers. If not, she is one of the gatekeepers. You know what I mean? She probably doesn't see herself that way, but she could be labeled as a gatekeeper as well, because she does have a win over Jessica Andrade, and she is a little bit more well-rounded than Jessica Andrade, right? So she holds a win over Andrade. She's lost to Caitlin Kagan, so she's probably that one that's standing at point. You got the queen, that's behind the fortress, Valentina Shevchenko. Then at the gate, you got standing on the left side, you got Jessica Andrade. Then on the right, you have Caitlin Kagan. Then standing at point, you have Jennifer Maia. So Jennifer Maia is going to turn around and try to take out Andrade and bust through that gate, right? So she can get to the champ again. So yeah, that makes sense, man. I hope Jessica Andrade, maybe does this fight, because I don't want her to move down to 115, in my opinion. Because if she moves down, she's gonna put a big like mix up, and I don't know, just like a big mix up on the strawweight division again, man. Like, she's gonna try to jump ahead for a title shot. And we already got Carla Esparza trying to get it. We got Marina Rodriguez trying to get it. Then Joanna's trying to fall in line somewhere. So if you throw Andrade in there, if she moves down, then Mick Maynard, Dana White, they'll probably be like, all right, let's give her the rubber match with Rose or the rematch with Zhang Wei Li, kind of throwing everybody else off. Or they might throw it Carla Esparza, which would be wrong, man. You know what I mean? But hey, you never know, right? So again, Carla, she got to be vocal on, like, saying, hey, freeze everything else and let me get my title shot. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got on this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. If Jennifer Maia and Jessica Andrade, they run it back, how would the fight go? I would have to lean more towards Jennifer Maia in this one, because I think that she has the well-roundedness to deal with it, to deal with Jessica Andrade, So yeah, let me know, guys, in the comment section. We'll talk more later. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.